Hi friends, and welcome back to Lily's reading. We're going to do a general reading for the collective and see what you all need to know, all right? So spirit guides and angels, what do they need to know? All right, some of us might have children. Your love life is being affected by your children. So you're so busy taking care of your children that you're forgetting to find the spark within you guys, you and your partner. Others, we have keep open mind, all right? Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. So your soulmate could actually be someone who's completely different from what you're thinking of. And this is the pattern that a lot of you go through, is like you keep seeking the same type of person when, you know, your actual love is someone who's completely different that you never even thought. But once you get to know that person, you're gonna find that, oh my God, my person has been here the whole entire time and I didn't realize it. So, you know, please be very open-minded to who you're dating. Separation, a lot of you are definitely going through it. You needed some time apart from your partner. It just seems like, you know, your partner is on the horizon is what they're saying. So then we have religious factors. Some of you might need to, you know, some of you could be dating someone or be looking for someone that is religious, that has faith. And, you know, maybe that's because that's your upbringing. So let's see what we have, right? And it also says on the bottom, your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual past. So, you know, a lot of you need someone who is just as spiritual as you, so they're not criticizing you. So this is not a new deck, but I did feel like looking for these ones. I feel like using these ones or pulling the information from these ones. So spirit guides and angels, what do they need to know when it comes to their love? What do they need to know when it comes to their love? All right. This was here, then this was the next one. Okay. So when it comes to you guys that have children that are, you know, more or less the children are getting in the way because you know, you got a lot of work to do as parents. You know, you gotta raise the children. You gotta be their doctors, their therapists. You gotta be their best friends when they're having meltdowns, or like just when they're just asking for some type of advice. You know, you become more than just the parent. You become more, just so much more. Okay, so it feels like it's time to find that spark between you and your partner again, because for a lot of you it seems like you're getting bored in your relationship because you're probably stressed out, you're probably overworked, you're probably, you know, just it's just about the children, really, you know. So what we have down here is the Four of Cups. And by the Four of Cups, it's like, you know, Spirit could keep giving you what you're asking for, but you're not seeing these empty cups. You're not satisfied, you know. So maybe your partner is trying in a different way, but you're not satisfied no matter what your partner is giving to you. So here we have is meditation. We have, you know, close contemplation. And so you're not willing to be open, you're not willing to, you know, give your person what they need. And maybe that's the same energy that they're giving back to you. You feel like you're stuck in a situation where you're feeling that boredom. All right, so here we have is the Nine of Wands. But you know, for a lot of you, this person is not going anywhere, just so you know. Because sometimes we fear, oh my God, like I can't get up, I'm, you know, I'm always with the kids, I don't do my hair anymore, I don't, you know, dress up anymore, we don't go out anymore. Your person is not going anywhere. You just need to find some, you know, you need to find some strength, and you need to be persistent in your relationship, or in your, yeah, it is a relationship, I was gonna say, in your home life. But you know, you have to have the resilience, you have to test your faith, your boundaries. You know, you have to push forward instead of sitting there and living in your comfort zone, or being in your comfort zone. It's time to push your boundaries, because you've closed yourself down to where now it's time to challenge yourself. all right? And you'll see that everything will work out the way that it's supposed to be. So when we see here, keep open-minded, keep an open mind as to the person that, you know, that you're looking for. Here we have is the Queen of Cups, right? Someone who is going to come along your way, someone who is very intuitive, someone who is compassionate, someone who is caring and emotionally stable, someone who might have more feminine energy within them. They are loving, they are very sensitive. You know, you're gonna find that type of person. Maybe you're used to like el macho, but you know, maybe someone else comes along, same form, but it's just they're giving you that feminine part of them, which is what your soul is calling for at that moment. It's a part of healing. All right. Here we have is the separation. You know, maybe you and your loved one needed to take some time apart. And what this is showing is it's just, you know, if you stay put and you're not putting yourself out there, it's just a waste. It's very you know, organization. It feels like, you know, there's a lot of chaos and turmoil that's going on, and maybe that's the reason why you needed to take that separation, you know. But you've also gotten to the point where you don't get up, you don't move around the house, you're not doing better for yourself, you're not healing. So what was the point of that separation, where I say it just is a waste, you know? And like I said again, it might not be towards you, it could be towards your partner, you know. So it just seems like they're not trying to do anything, they don't want to better themselves, and that's where that separation had to come in. So here we have is religious factors, and underneath we have the Judgment card, which is, it's taking action, it is renewal, it's you know, an absolution of judgment and rebirth. It is inner calling and awakening. So I feel like because your soul is waking up, because this is the type of person that you're looking for and you're very determined about this, I feel like you're in a higher vibration to where the universe is making sure that the correct person is definitely coming your way. I do hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I want to pull some advice before I let you guys go. Spirit guides and angels, what is your advice? What is your advice? So the advice here for those of you who are dealing with children and home life and just kind of lost yourself, it seems like there's a lot of arguments that are going on inside the house. There's a lot of tension and disagreements. So these are some challenges for you. And it seems like you're going to have to start making a plan. You're going to have to really step out of your comfort zone and push your limits to what you can do, because it seems like you're just kind of, you're stuck. It's about you and your children, and that is it. But how can you find the love that you're looking for if you don't try? All right. So others of you is keep an open mind, because we have the Chariot. The Chariot speaks of things being in control, also be assertive in what you're looking for, determined. We have willpower and success. So I feel like, you know, someone is on a journey. They're going to be rushing in to find you. Chariot is in the water. So I do feel like maybe for a lot of you, you're going to find that this person that's coming to you is exactly what you need, because, you know, I do see that we have both cards are water here. So it's someone who is just as emotional as you, understanding as you. So I feel like you're going to find a lot of success within all of this. But we also do have, you know, I feel like I keep looking at the decision here, and it's saying to me that you have a decision to make. And of course, because you're going to have to keep an open mind within all of this. Also, we have the number 7 that they're pointing out to me. So within that number 7 that is here, you know, you might find your person can be 7 years older than you. Your person, you know, might like the number 7. Maybe you'll find your person in 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 months. It's just play around with that number 7. 7 is also, for a lot of you, can be a lucky number that is is used. So just kind of play around with that number. Here we have is the separation for a lot of you. We have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is about taking a journey. It's discovery. You know, there's limitless possibilities that are out there for you. We just need you to get up and keep moving. And that's what Spirit is saying. Don't lay down. Don't be lazy. Don't not look, because even if you're not looking for someone out there, you can in the meantime be taking care of yourself. It is very important, because sometimes we lose ourselves in situations where it's very important that we find ourselves again. So start taking, trips if you have to, go on journeys if you have to, but this is your new path. So create it, put some color to it, do something. Okay, so here we have is for those of you that need someone who is just in the religious factors. It seems like it's more of all the 8 wands are pointing in the right direction, it's showing here. So there is forward movement, might be a fast-paced type of movement here. So for a lot of you, you might be finding this person faster than what you're thinking. There's definitely some changes coming. There is maybe some of you are doing some traveling, because it's with the fast, it's air type of, it's just saying fast paced and changed here, and it says air travel here. So receiving news, you're going to be receiving some type of news. So maybe your person is overseas, and this is where you start to find your person. I do want to point out that this is a fire. We have fire within these 2 cards. So your person actually might be a fire sign and might have fire within their zodiac signs or within their houses. So this is your advice that Spirit gives to you. I hope that you guys really enjoyed these messages, and I will see you all on the next one. I want to thank you all so much for following me, for liking what I'm putting down here. It lets me know that I'm doing the correct thing for you guys. So I will continue to, give you more content. If you like this, please do follow me. It's very important to me. Thank you all, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.